Hi everyone, kind of explain why I haven't uploaded. For the last few weeks I've been trying to upload and for some reason my videos have corrupted, so I've got to kind of redo them. So this is how the game board looks now, so I'm going to have to talk through what happened because of course I can't go back in time and explain how everything was done. So, like I showed in the past videos, more cracks have been added. First of all, it's a bit hard to see now, it's spray painted black. And I also made it that this crack here lines up with the cracks over there, but in different ways, so you can change the boards around. So to get to here, I made sure that I could still fit on bits of terrain, finished off everything. Look back at your plan if you made a plan, or keep looking on the computer, looking at internet sites, just have a look around. Once you're happy with the board, you want to start thinking about if you want to put extras on the board. And you see here is a piece of, I'm not sure what exactly it is, Space Marine Tower from the old Battle for McRae box. And over there, I don't know if you can see, is an old axle from just a plastic Jeeps kit I had, just to add a few more details to the board. Next, our side of the board was a bit flat, so I added moonscape pieces. Now, I did do a video on moonscape pieces, but unfortunately it corrupted, so I will do another piece, and that should be up by the end of the Easter holidays. I've done 3 of them. This one is more of a the meteors come in, or the orbital bombardments coming at us sideways, and there's a smaller one there and a larger one there. Good thing about these things is they also double up as dice traps, and I'll just show you. And the fact that you can catch your dice in them, 6 and a 1, not that bad really. Now, once I'd made sure that all of it was done, I left it for a few days to dry. Because how these were made, you'll see in the video, they had a long time to dry, but now they're rock hard. I then went outside, got a big can of spray paint and spray painted it all black. Now, the spray paint does eat at the polystyrene, but because I wanted a more textured board, I actually let it do it. So you see you've got here, it's like a rough terrain. It's kind of where it's eaten in, but there are some areas where it's remained flat. Now, how I did this was putting over a quick wash of PVA. Just PVA itself on the main areas where I wanted to keep flat. Of course, you don't cover everything. That's where you get these mottled bits, which are just kind of another thing to make your board more personal to yourself. Once I'd spray painted it, I put on a initial layer of flock, which is this black flock here, kind of like they got on the Realms of Battle board for Games Workshop. They got that textured base, so I went for the same kind of effect. So put down a layer of PVA, watered down, probably 5 parts water to 1 part PVA, so very watery. Wash it all over it. Do 1 or 2 washes if you want, doesn't matter too much. I then threw the flock on top of that. Most of it came off, but that's alright, you can always reflock afterwards. Once everything was dry, I then re-spray painted it, so the flock that was left on the board kind of locked on. Then once it was all dry and didn't smell so bad, went over and used just plain PVA and put on these larger areas of flock, as you can see, just dotted around the board. I was going to paint them, and then I realised that it was all corrupted, so good thing I didn't really. Now, these sections here are just pieces of raised expanded foam. They're mainly for lining up the ends, but they also provide small hill sections for your men. Not particularly large, not particularly useful in a game, but it's just another thing. Anyway, that's how the board is looking at the moment. If you've got any questions, I understand, because it all corrupted, there might be some things I haven't talked about, like I talked about in the old videos, so Don't be afraid to ask, and I'll see you later.